Mr. J. Christopher, we never take shirt off fire. Strength.
So, tell you a little bit about what the millennial profile. Largely digital natives, right? They are not used to a lot of advertising clutter in their content. They created a lot of tension between cable networks and the multi-service video distributors, MVPDs, because what was happening was millennials weren't watching these channels on cable like they used to. And so therefore, the MVPDs didn't want to carry these services without being able to really leverage them in terms of, charging these expensive cable bundles. So they started to drop, the MVPD started to drop a lot of the networks. One in particular was Fuse. I had a lot of friends over there. So Verizon and Comcast dropped Fuse, they lost $50 million, and whether or not they're going to survive remains to be seen, but essentially that was the issue. And then lastly, the viewing in OTT is outpacing the viewing in traditional cable television. Obviously, 13% compared to 39% for the millennial audience consumption pattern. New market pressures, right? So we have a incredibly highly top quality produced content right now, whereas because of Netflix and Amazon, and in some cases Hulu, making it harder for the cable and traditional TV people to keep up without producing high quality content as well. Again, cord cutting increases, there's a shrinking in traditional advertising. As I mentioned earlier, MVPDs dropping top tier networks, cutting edge technology being enlisted in the tech space when it comes to interactive programming, algorithms to measure viewership. There's a shift in the financial models that we knew to be very traditional and very powerful for these networks. In the past, I used to work at ABC Studios. So ABC in the past would say, hey, you know what? Netflix, I'll produce a show for you. This will be the price point, and this is how we'll split it up. I will finance the first year or the second year, and you'll pick up the rest. But in return, give us the ability to sell this show internationally. Netflix doesn't operate like that. Netflix says, well, look, you know what? I want to keep all the money. So there won't be any off-platform revenue for your business, which puts a business like a big studio out of business. They can't make money in that sector. So then you have to say, so the studio says, well, what do I do to make money with Netflix? You have to be in business with them, but you're not going to have the huge margins you used to have because they've eliminated the differentiation and the break between the distributor and the network. So that's, again, another pressure that's really impacted the business for the major players. So the major players say, you know what, we're going to create our own titans, or we're going to create our own guys.
Mr. J. Christopher, we never take shirt off fire.